and welcome. I'm Lemontron, and I'll be showing you how to create Godzilla's atomic breath, particularly the 2014 version, which was first created by Ultimo, with a link to his channel here. In order to get the breath, you first need a Dota 2 game download on Steam, where you can then use GCFScape to extract the particle models from the game and copy them onto a folder you can name Dota onto the game file of SFM, as you can see here. However, you cannot view the particles and models until you go to game info text by the user mod. And that's where Notepad Plus comes in, as you need to type game Dota exactly as you see on the screen here, and then all Dota files on SFM will appear visible. The second thing you need is the Skyrim Dragon's SNPC pack, which you can download from this site here. However, since they are for Gmod only, you need the GMA Extractor to convert GMA files into VMT, VMF files, and so on, and you can copy them into the user mod files for SFM. If I wasn't clear about downloading both files, then please talk to Ultimo, as he was the one who gave me the steps and directions into getting them onto SFM. But if you have both files ready to go, let's get started! Now we're on to the fun part. As you can see, I'm using the Godzilla movie size model, and I'm going to switch cameras, from camera 1 to work camera to help me edit with the atomic breath. So we're going to get into particle system, browse, and we'll start from the game file on Source Filmmaker, and we're going to go to Dota, particles, units, heroes, and then we are going to look for the Phoenix file. Having a bit of a hard time, and up there it is. And then what we want to look for is the Phoenix Sunray. Just a sunray, nothing else. Just a sunray. Press OK. Usually, in order to see the particles, we have to drag the blue arrow from the timeline and then bring it back in. And then we should. Holy fuck! Relax, relax. As you can see from the work camera, it's the Phoenix Sunray, which right now is a glowing circle. So what we want to do now is we're going to select the head from the Godzilla model, and we're going to lock it in to the sunray with transform. So we select the sunray, and then we do 0. And then of course again, there we go. As you can see here, now it's permanently on Godzilla. So now that we have the sunray beam locked into Godzilla's mouth, it's time that we actually make it look like a beam. All you have to do is click on control point 1 on the Phoenix Sunray, and then just drag it out. And then when we pull it back, there we go. Now I'm just going to fast forward it so I can make a few edits onto the beam, so it's in the middle of Godzilla's mouth instead of being slightly to the right more. So pretty much, if you're trying to do Godzilla 2000's breath, then you're pretty much done right there. But since we want to do the 2014's version, we're going to go with the traditional blue atomic breath. So in order to do that, we go to the Phoenix Sunray, we right click on it, show an element viewer, particle system, right click on the green text, left click on instant particle system. What we want to look for now is particle system definition, so click on the plus, and then we are going to go to children, and in order to change the colors of the beam, we have to go to sunray beam and sunray energy. The rest, such as Phoenix Sunray ground, cannot change the color because of the white there, so if it's white you can't change it. So let's go to the sunray beam, click on the orange, and just go ahead and put the slider on the blue, and there you go. Don't forget to use the same method for Phoenix Sunray Energy. I didn't see any changes to the beam after changing the orange to blue, but it's always nice to be safe. The glowing orange ball over there will not change the blue, so if you're going to film Godzilla with the breath, make sure that the orange glow is kept out of the frame. If for some reason the orange glow is going to appear in your shot, then look for any other particles to help disguise it. Or if the particle you want to add is too short, you can always green screen it and add it into your editing software over the scenes where the orange glow is. Now pretty much you're done here, but if you're into the small details like me, you would notice that in the 2014 movie, you see that his breath is a bit flame-like, so I want to add a particle that can make it look like that flames are coming out of the breath. Now this is where the Skyrim pack comes in, as we are going to use the Dragon Frost Stream. While it's definitely not flames, it does look the part, so we are going to be using that. First things first, we need to drag the blue arrow on the time selection to the part where the atomic breath begins. So I got that into place, so now, same thing as we did for the sunray, we're going to browse, go back to game, We're gonna now go to user mod, Skyrim, particles, Dragon's Frost, and then we're gonna go to Dragon Frost Strain and press OK. Move the blue arrow out of the time selected so we can see the particle, and there we go. Now as you can see here, it's by camera 1, so we are gonna do the same thing with the sunray. We are going to drag Godzilla's head onto the transform of the frost strain and then lock that. Then we drag the 0 all the way to the right, move the blue arrow so we can see, and voila! You have Godzilla's atomic breath. Now you can always stretch out if you want. With the frost strain, I'm just gonna fix up a little so it's kind of in between. I like that. I think that looks pretty good now. If you want to make it look like light is being reflected off Godzilla's body, add a light constraint onto Godzilla's head. There, look for the bounce light and move all the way to the left red, and then with green just move it a bit slightly so you get that light bluish look. With some animation and sound effects, the final product should look like this. I hope this video was very informative, and good luck. Thank you for watching.